Good morning, it's Sunday today and we woke up at 7 in the morning.
Good morning.
Because we're going hiking today for a very short hike to a Chinyero volcano and it's going to be amazing. Right now we're just having breakfast. The same as always. Boring, but I love it. I eat probably 70 to 80% of the time. Maybe even 90, right? Mm. And can you guess what it is?
So often that sometimes I just... You say, no, don't eat it.
Can you guess what it is? And ta-da! This is what I'm having for breakfast. My porridge. So it's just got rolled oats, as always. Also some milk. I usually use half milk and half water. It's goat milk in this case from the farmer's market and it's really nice. A little bit of raisins, a little bit of cinnamon and some salt. That is it. And I'm also drinking a tea called Tortilla in Spanish. I have no idea what it is in English, but it's really good, healing and anti-inflammatory.
It's charged.
Yeah. And then of course a banana, because I always like to have some kind of fruit with my breakfast. And right now we have to hurry because the sun is up. It's going to be really hot in just an hour or two. We have arrived and this is such a nice parking spot with beautiful stones all around us. The most beautiful forest and really nice fresh air. Such a glorious day. Are you ready, mister?
Yes.
Let's start the hike. It's actually so chilly. But we didn't bring any kind of jumpers or anything, so we'll just have to keep moving and we'll be warm. And look at my nails after the acupuncture and the cuticles. They're incredible. The most beautiful nails and cuticles I've ever had. And they're so shiny. This one is actually really nice. So perfect.
There's all the
should we bring this one home? It's cute.
Yeah, but who cares?
We'll make everything. Yeah, we'll make everything dirty. That's
it's
true.
Full of resin.
My husband made my braid this morning. I'm so proud of him. One day he can braid our daughter's hair when we have one. Do you want to show your braid?
Whoa, it's horrible.
Is it? No.
Yeah, because so now there is some things coming out.
Because I have layers, but it's not your fault.
Okay.
Thank you. The lava black wall and all of that field behind is literally just black like this, and I think the volcano is that one, isn't it? That one there.
Yeah, I think so.
So this whole circular hike is going to go around it. So this behind me was the site of the latest eruption in 1908, so just over 100 years ago, and that's why the lava is still black, it's still fresh, it doesn't have any kind of vegetation on it, and it's quite impressive because the eruptions generally happen every 100 years and we are kind of 10 years overdue now, so it's a bit scary but beautiful nevertheless. Can I see it? Wow, the pine bark.
It's not bark, it's a trunk.
Trunk, yeah, beautiful color.
It is the bark.
They actually make furniture from the Canarian pine here and it's got this beautiful reddish brown color. This is so steep, and you can see steep because of this line of the horizon, I guess. Okay, on the other side is even better. Look at this. That's so cool. We reached the forest again and it's so soft. It's like a perfect carpet of the pine needles. You could walk barefoot and it would be perfectly soft. We crossed this whole huge field of lava finally, and now we'll be in the forest for a bit. Time for a little pit stop. We have a couple of bananas and some water.
And almonds.
And we found almonds, and we found a lovely place in the shade beside this pine tree.
With all the pine needles
all around us.
Doing a cushion.
Yeah, and we've been walking now for how long? An hour and a half, more or less.
Yeah.
So I think we're halfway done with the route. And it's feeling amazing. Beautiful weather. Banana got smashed.
This is mine.
But these kind of bananas are the best.
Mine.
I'll have this one.
Mine.
The mini one. Just climbed a super high hill. And this is actually the second time we're doing this hike. Oh, and look at this glorious view. This is our father Tata. And the thing is that last time we did this hike, we actually did it in the winter time. It was cloudy, it was drizzling, and we couldn't see anything through the clouds. It was like 7 degrees. Absolutely freezing. That is finally the Chinyero volcano, the one that erupted 100 years ago. It's just beautiful. Wow, isn't this glorious? Unbelievable, fantastic. I'm going to take a little break on the stone here while my husband is taking a panorama picture. And it's getting really hot because it's 11:15 now, and around midday is when it's really hot, so we have to hurry. Honestly, we are planning to move out to the island in a year or two, but at the same time I still can't believe how beautiful it is. I'll never take it for granted. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. Now we have a super steep hill. It's the last stretch, the finished stretch. Look how steep it is again. And we came from there. Oh my. My husband decided to just keep going until he can't anymore, but I'm just taking it easy and taking it slow, because it's more enjoyable this way. And ta-da! We reached the end of the hike and we reached the road. Now car is right there. Are you tired?
No. You?
Me either. Hello! 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 Ciao, ciao, ciao! Hey, 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 calm down, calm down, calm down. Hello, Sirena! Hi! Pilar! Hello! Hello, little girl! Hello! We missed you so much! Good girl! Home sweet home, and now I've got to hang all the laundry outside in the sun. And now I'll take a quick shower to cool down, and then we're going to make lunch. Spanish tortilla with potatoes. Look at Julieta. You can see that she's a Spanish dog because she loves the sunshine so much. Don't you, Julieta? Don't you? Hmm? She's so hot, but she loves it. Just before my lunch, I'm snacking on some fresh figs. They're in season here at the moment, and they're just the most delicious fruit in the world for me. And whenever they're in season, that's literally all I eat. We ended up being too hungry after the hike, so we decided to make some sandwiches. And of course, my husband is a sandwich maestro with his
assistant
Pilar.
with avocado hidden from her because she would eat it otherwise.
And this bread is actually from Lidl, from the supermarket, because unfortunately our oven is broken, so we can't make any bread. So for now we have some store-bought bread with all kinds of seeds, fresh goat cheese, and some avocado, and it will be glorious.
Some marine salt too.
Some marine salt too. I ended up actually falling asleep for around 15 minutes on my bed before taking a shower, and then I was woken up by the hunting dogs parked in a trailer just outside the window. Unbelievable. They were just left there in the sun for half an hour or so, barking the whole time. But then I felt completely refreshed. I took my shower and now I'm ready to make that tortilla. Spanish tortilla is actually really nice and really simple to make. It's just potatoes, eggs. I'm going to use also this half an onion, and that is it really. Super easy. So I'm just going to start by peeling these beautiful potatoes. I chopped the onion and I'm going to cook it at the same time in 2 different pans. The bigger one will be for the potatoes and the smaller one will be for the onion. I'm going to use extra virgin olive oil for both. The oil is hot enough now, so I'm just going to add the potatoes. I'm going to cook them on quite a slow fire, so probably at around 4. And I'm also going to close the lid. And of course it's important to add some salt as well. Alright, the potatoes have now been cooking for around 20 minutes and they should be soft enough. Same can be said about the onions. So I'm just going to, too much steam. I'm just going to take everything off the fire and I will start beating the eggs. And to the smaller pan, I've added a little bit of olive oil. That's for the tortilla itself, and I'm going to reheat it once again. And now this is the egg mixture with the potatoes and the onions added. I'm just going to mix it very lightly with a fork. I'm also going to add a bit of salt and some black pepper. So I just dropped all the potatoes and the eggs in the pan, and I also smoothed the surface to make sure that there are no potatoes sticking out. And I'm going to leave it cooking for exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes on each side with the lid closed. And then I'm going to flip the tortilla using the very handy Spanish plate for flipping tortillas. But you can use any plate that is bigger than the pan. It will work in exactly the same way. That looks beautiful already. And then we'll cook it for another 2 minutes. It's ready. Ta-da! It's perfect. Here we go, it's ready. I just wanted to mention as well that it's very important to let it settle for maybe 5 minutes after cooking, because I was too impatient. I started cutting it too early and that did damage the shape a little bit, so just be patient, and 5 minutes later it starts holding the shape and it looks really beautiful. The Spanish tortilla was absolutely amazing. Both my husband and I really loved it. And now it's time to make dinner. For dinner I'm just going to make an Italian lentil and tomato soup, which is actually really simple. It's a staple recipe at my home, and I shared the recipe a while ago, so I'm going to post the link here and also in the description box. I highly recommend it. It's highly nutritious and delicious. So these are the ingredients for the soup. It's just olive oil, lentils, celery, a couple of carrots, onion, and chopped tomatoes. That's it. As you can see, super simple and very cheap to make. The only difference is that I didn't add any kind of chorizo or bacon because it's really hot outside still. It's still high summer, so I don't really want any red meat. And usually towards the evening I have a little snack, which is some goat milk. And I always warm it up a little bit because really cold milk from the fridge is never a good idea. It doesn't digest easily, but slightly warmed, it's amazing. We buy it from the farmer's market, from the Abuela Maria, the Grandma Maria, and it's so good. such a glorious mixture of lentils and vegetables. Right now I'm just going to add a couple of bay leaves, some rosemary, some black pepper and hot water, and I'll just leave it cooking for around 50 minutes while my husband and I and the dog go for a walk before dinner. So this is our dinner ready. The soup came out amazing as always, and we have some bread with butter as well. Let's look in.